When things don't make sense, take the thing that makes no sense. Give me Buffalo -2.
You're right. I'm Notre Dame Clemsoning myself right now. I 100%
Yes.
am. Yes, Buffalo.
Justin fucking Watson. There it is, baby.
I don't know your opinion. That's why I'm asking.
No. Come on.
Well. Welcome back to another episode of Sharps Sports Network. The boys are back on another Saturday morning. We got a little bit of a special episode for you because we don't have four of the boys. We got two of them. We got the two that they got the energy in the morning. Not saying that they don't, but the other two are going on a boat. So you got me, you got Jesse, but honestly, there's no better combination that you'd want right now when it comes to 2 out of the 3 sports, and then we'll do our best with hockey.
I did indeed watch both games.
Well, yes, I did too, and I just know that whatever. Last time I felt so confident doing hockey, and then Luke picked me apart, so I'm going to try to build my confidence up a little better. Oh, but first things first, Jesse, last time that we talked, basketball was good to us, so I just want to ask you this. Do you still feel like basketball is being good to you?
Listen. No matter what, Halliburton in some way, shape, or form is not playing at minimum 80%. He's just not. We know it. He didn't leave the game for no reason. Like, yeah, they were losing, but like, he still would have played if he could have. So like that lingering pain after one day off of it, whether he plays or not, it seems like they're going to get swept. Yeah.
It's a sad situation. Honestly, let's just start with NBA. There's the most on my mind with NBA. Let's start with NBA.
So like I have nothing for that series. Like the Eastern Conference is won by Boston. Woohoo, go Boston. You had at this point, this is like when LeBron kept going. Like you're clearly the best team in the East. But can you beat the team in the West when it comes to the finals?
Yeah.
No, but they need to. It's about time.
Yeah, I think when it comes to this series, a lot of people are probably looking at it the same way that I am in terms of are the odds of Indiana taking a game at home high? Yes. Do I see it happening? I really don't. I really don't. I see the highest percentage of Boston just taking the sweep, and then if there's a situation where Indiana takes one, Boston wins the next game by 20 points, and it didn't matter. You know what I mean? So when it comes to that situation, my thing is the only question I can ask myself is, if I was looking at a Knicks team right now without Jalen Brunson, would anything be different? No, it wouldn't. So really, either way, the second Jalen Brunson got hurt in that game 7, we all lost. I'm sorry, we all lost. Because you were going to get a situation where it was going to be Boston going up against a non-Jalen Brunson or a trying to play through a one-handed Jalen Brunson Knicks team or this. So either way you were looking at it, Boston was sitting in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, Boston has had an easy road.
I hate it because I feel like Boston has had the harder road in the playoffs in the past couple of years. They had a harder road when they went to the finals 2 years ago against Golden State, easily against this year. But for some reason, I feel like I was rooting for them more when they had the difficult road. But now that it's almost like you've been in first all year.
Oh, it's because they're the number one.
Yeah, I almost am like, I hope you fucking lose. I hope you go to the finals and you choke.
See, the thing is, no matter what, I want the team from the West because I'd rather have a Luka and the Mavs, Kyrie getting his second ring 10 years later.
God, that's so great.
Like, 10 years. He's been in the league, and that's just crazy.
So if Luka's like, yeah, you all don't want to give me an MVP, so I'll take this fucking ring. I feel like that's the perfect middle finger to the league. Put that ring on your finger, and
then if the next series, the Timberwolves, can make a comeback in this series,
there's really nothing more to say for the Celtics Pacers series, honestly. So we can just swing it over.
Mavericks, both of these games have been games that the Timberwolves have let go because they have allowed Luka, Kyrie, Washington, and they fall apart. And the thing is, Anthony Edwards is tight. Clearly, it's clearly like if you are a basketball person, I don't even think you have to be a basketball person to tell that it looks like he's tired. It looks like that Nuggets series took a lot out of him, and he can't keep up with players that are like Kyrie and Luka. He just can't.
Yeah.
Guard Kyrie. Kyrie might be the most unguardable player to have played the game when it comes to finishing. And
big facts.
Luka is just so his own pace. Get my points, how I get my points. You have to show up. Anthony Edwards and Cat have not been showing up. They've been shooting terrible.
No, they've been shooting really bad. I want to break this down game by game really quick because I just want to talk about this. So the first game, Anthony Edwards came out after the game and basically said what you just said. He said, I was tired. I was tired against that Blake Kyrie. He took a lot out of me. I wasn't expecting it to be as much as it was. And for those of you who don't know, Kyrie, the first half, had 22 points cooking. He was leading the way in the first half. Second half, he finished with 30 points. He shot great. Luka dropped 30. It was great. But after that game, a lot of people were like saying exactly what you said. Okay, did he throw everything at Jokic to where now he's got to counteract someone like Kyrie, and he's just gassed? And the first game, he came out after in the press conference, and he pretty much said, I was gassed. I didn't have any energy, yada, 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 this and that. Game number 2, same situation. Kyrie's having his way. Kyrie's picking him apart. And then over on the offensive side, I believe I don't think he shot any better than he did game 1.
Nah, pretty much the same. He shot 5 for 17.
Yeah. So, like, his offensive play has not been, counteracting the makeup for the bad defense or the defensive play not being there. So, what are we doing, Ant? And then
the turnovers issues.
Yeah. And then I was going to say, going to game 2, I mean, if Rudy Gobert is going to be what he's been all series, and I understand what you're saying where he shouldn't be on the court. Some instances, I completely agree. Get Naz Reid in there over him 100%. If he's going to be that situation, then we need to look at the next man, Karl Anthony Towns, and he's shooting 4 for 16.
Yep, no. Cat and Edwards have been playing trash while Luka and Kyrie have been doing what's necessary.
Cooking.
And if your 2 top guys are getting beat out by both their top guys, close games are going to get lost.
Yeah, I agree.
Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic are 2 of the best closing out players that are left in the game.
I love
Either of them can take the shot that needs to be taken. It's Luka's team at the end of the day. That is known.
Yes.
If Luka is going to take the shot, he's going to take the shot. But best believe, if he feels like he can make the pass to Kyrie for a better shot, he will.
Shout out, Nikki.
He will. Not happening. We're not.
I was waiting. I was like,
I'm not even discussing this.
Say that sweep shit.
I'm not discussing this. They took 3 games from the Nuggets in their house. I'm not sitting on that. Moving on.
All right, let's talk before we move on. Let's talk about the thing that I feel like we had to talk about. Game 2. There's 12 seconds left in the game. Luka Doncic gets a pass in, and a series of events begin to happen. Starting with something that I was made aware of right before the podcast started. Derek Lively starting the entire play with one of the most illegal screens I've ever seen set in a basketball game. Not only did he walk him down the court, but he did it in such a loud manner that when you hear the squeak on the court with the shoes,
Mhm.
I feel like there's no way you didn't just fucking hear the way he was just fucking walking him down like that.
Bro, it's crazy. But not even along with that. He gave him a little grab in the paint. Like, I understand, big game, big time, let him play. But like, he looked like he was going after a football drill.
Yes,
One of those
blocking
like
him.
sleds. He looked like he was pushing a sled. And I just felt like that was crazy. But either way, he never should have been pushing Jaden McDaniels like a sled, because there's no reason Rudy Gobert should be on an island.
No, because what they did is what he did is he basically said, "Look, here's how I now think about it. Now that I've seen that," he said, "Look, the odds of you switching right now, fucking zero. So I'm gonna take you. I'm going to bring you with me, grab you, take you with me. And when I take you with me, guess what? Rudy has to go guard Luka."
Here's the thing. At the end of the day, yes, Gobert has to guard Luka. It's a 2-point game. Fuck this person in the paint. I'm guarding Luka at the 3. We're double teaming.
I would have fouled. I would have fouled. Take your 2 shots.
No.
We have a timeout. There will be 8 seconds.
No.
Tie game.
No. This is why you're in a chair.
Luka's gonna bang it.
Luka's gonna make all 3 shots. So if you're the
Rudy,
Timberwolves,
on the double, he'll bang it. He's Luka.
No.
I don't give a fuck.
See, that's how you can feel. That's your biased ignorance pushing through. You're telling me Jaden McDaniels,
No, I don't think it was going to be Jaden McDaniels that stepped up to double team. I think it was going to be
No, I'm saying during the switch.
I think it would have been Mike Conley that would have switched and
instead of switching, you don't switch. You just trap.
You're saying if they would have just completely avoided the switch and just continued to trap, then they would have then they would have
just give up
it probably would have been a Derek Lively bucket.
Yeah, and then you're just tied.
Yes.
You play the score.
But that's similar to me saying foul in terms of you're still getting only 2 points there. If you're
but Luka got to the 3 by the time the screen was set.
Yes, I get that. But the second it was Luka, the second Luka looked over and saw me, Rudy, 10 seconds, and the ball's in my hand, you know what was going through his head.
Yeah. No, he was like, this is a bucket.
He said after in the press conference, he was like, well, I have a post-game step back. I have a move that I'm confident in. I know that it works. And the second I saw that it was me and Rudy, I knew I was going to hit the step back. And it was like, well, not only did you know, so did we.
Yeah, we all knew.
We all knew you were going to hit a step back on Rudy.
I was watching the game at work, and as soon as the switch happened, I was like, bro, Rudy Gobert's about to get cooked. And Luka put the shot up that he's put out, I don't know, 325 out of his 800 games.
He's made it a couple times.
Like it's his favorite shot.
It is
to take a lead with. Sometimes he has to lean back even further. Sometimes he looks like Dirk. He takes that shot.
Do you remember? Sorry, this is so random. Do you remember last year it might have been 2 years ago when he made that 3 on 1 foot?
Yeah.
God.
He loves his step back to win the game.
Luka can do some crazy shit on step back. Yeah, I agree. And then also I thought it was great he on live TV said, "You can't effing guard me," loud as fuck. And then the first question when he got to the press conference, Luka walked in, sat down. The press conference, the very first thing the guy says is he goes, "You can't effing guard me, huh?" Luka goes, "Huh?" He goes, "So you can't effing guard me." Luka goes, "Oh, who said that?" "You said that." And Luka's like, "Oh, yeah.
Oh,
maybe I did." No, he goes, "Maybe I did, maybe I didn't, but I said it in," I don't remember what he speaks. He goes, "But I said it in like Lebanese or whatever he speaks. So, you wouldn't have been able to say it." He's like, "I didn't say it in English."
Luka, it doesn't matter. You're in the heat of the moment. They can't mark you. They can't fine you for an in-game.
I would have been like, yeah, he can. He fucking can't.
No, he could not. He shouldn't have even stepped out there. Like I'm saying, man, that play just
We say Rudy shouldn't have been out there, but let's say
no. Rudy being out there makes sense, of course.
No. But let me say this. We say Rudy shouldn't have been out there, but if you switch it to where Nas Reed would have been on the floor and that play still happened, you would have had Luka and Nas. Either way, the way that Derek Lively did that illegal ass screen and he said, "Hey, you're coming with me. I'm bringing you with me." He was setting it up to where it was going to be a one-on-one with Luka and the big man. So that's also something.
Why, at the end of the day, I just feel like if I see Kobe Bean Bryant get with my center, I am going to drop with him in a 2-point game. I don't care about a 2. I don't care about tying the game. I'm trying to stop you from winning the game.
100%.
You are a prolific shooter. You are somebody who closes out games, and you are somebody who has proved that everyone knows who you are. It's not who is this guy's situation. I'm not leaving my center stranded.
Game-winning bucket of a game. Would you rather have Luka take a shot, or would you rather have P.J. Washington, Derek Jones Jr., or Daniel Gafford take that shot? I mean, it's as simple as that.
No, I hear you.
Right.
It's like Gafford, to be an opinion. He was hooping. All right, let's not act like he didn't deserve the bucket. All right, he had 4 blocks.
He was 8 for 10. No,
he was 8 for 10 with 4 blocks. Like,
I think this is Tyler. I don't think this is Mickey. Because Tyler just texted me and goes, "Check my comment." And then, so I was like, I don't think this is Nikki. Because I think I'm technically in Tyler's account. So I think that makes sense. Shouldn't have pissed off Luka 5 minutes into the game. Poetic justice.
Well,
once
none
they
of the
started
first
beefing
half
with Luka,
mattered.
maybe that was
None
where
of the
they
first
shot
half
themselves in the
mattered
foot in
because
the
the
first place.
Mavericks were getting beat the fuck up in the first half.
First half, they got their ass beat, and I wasn't worried because they went on a 16-3 run in the third quarter, and then what happened?
And then they lost the lead again.
Yes, that's been a common theme here in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Pacers had a lead, then they didn't have a lead.
It's called momentum. It's a huge
I was just about to
basketball.
say, and then the Timberwolves blew 2 leads in 2 games. So,
which means now the Wolves are going to tie it up away.
No.
It's going to come back home. It's going to go 3-2. Then it's going to go back to Dallas. Dallas is going to win their home game, and it's going to be a Game 7 in Minnesota, and we will have the lights bright. You heard it here, folks.
I don't have a buzzer, but I need to hit something.
Sports bettors.
You might as well have played it. You might as well run it.
Sports bettors. You need to download Sharps, the better social network. With Sharps mobile app, you can tail your friends' bets with one click. See a bet you like? Just click the whale tail icon and boom, it will open in your corresponding sportsbook. Sharp securely connects to major sportsbooks like FanDuel, MGM, Caesars, and more, so you can not only track your bets, but share your bets in creative ways. So gather the degens, download Sharps for free, and join our fast-growing sports betting community.
Alrighty. From one playoff to another, we got the NHL Conference Finals.
And boy, have these been interesting.
Tasty, right?
Yep, we get. Did we? Oh no, we did not have Game 1 of the Panthers-Rangers series before.
Yeah, we did. Oh no, yeah. I see what you're saying.
So
I watched Game 2.
we get Game 1, and in Game 1, we see the somehow constant thing of the Rangers happen. That has happened the last 6 times they've ever been to the Eastern Conference Finals. They lose. They have lost the last 7 straight Eastern Conference Game 1s. And yeah,
they lose.
They did it again. And next thing you know,
3-0, by the way. Damn.
Yeah, next thing you know, they have been smacked and they take a devastating 1-0. And it was really like a outplayed the whole game kind of thing, but like it looked even and the Rangers just couldn't get a good bounce. But boy,
I feel like, yeah, if Luke was here, he'd probably say something along the lines of like, the Rangers were playing a lot better than the score would indicate. And I do want to point that out just because they did outshoot them. They did have more time on attack. There are stats here that would believe that to be true. Florida came out, punched him in the mouth. Exactly what they had to do. Exactly what they had to do. And I'm talking like figuratively, literally, everything. They came out, they punched him right in the mouth. Came into MSG, did exactly what they had to do.
Yep.
And then game 2,
let's keep it in order.
Okay. We'll keep it in order.
Because then we had a beautiful Oilers and Dallas game that went in
a little too long, in my opinion.
But before we even got to the longevity of it, the way we got into overtime, the late goal on the Oilers shin to the Dallas stick.
Yes.
Half the net wide open. Then we're getting close to the period being over. Connor McDavid has the entire left side of the net open. Goalie only has a stick to defend himself. And before he can take the shot, we have a Dallas defenseman playing puck and making McDavid look like the choke artist he believed and perceived to be after constant years of not getting where he's supposed to get. That's true.
We'll get to that.
Yes, we will.
I thought this was just a very poetic way of the Oilers choking the game away. So I was happy that they won over double overtime. I know. Oh, yeah, you're happy because you had the Oilers winning. I was actually just happy because I felt like this is now two times that Edmonton has been in a situation where they could choke another playoff game like they've been doing the past couple of years, and they win. They hold on, and they win, which is not normal for them the past couple of years, the past couple playoff series.
You want to know what's even weirder about it? Connor McDavid redeemed himself.
Yeah!
And scored the goal.
I thought for sure once that happened, it was like, well, now you're going to have to rely on Draisaitl. You get this one. No, McDavid said, hold my beer. I'm getting this one back.
Well, Draisaitl did get, I'm pretty sure Draisaitl got the assist.
Of course he did. Those two are yin and yang.
I don't want to be quoted on that, please, but I think.
I won't quote you on that, but I will just assume that you're probably right because there's a high probability of that. If I see that Draisaitl had a fucking assist that game, he didn't.
Okay. But all right. It was beautiful. It was a great game. Great hockey.
Yeah. It was a great game. And because we don't have that next game, well, that next game is today. Yep. I guess we should basically just say, I think you'll agree with me where I say we're going to go back to Edmonton 1-1. That's what I think is going to happen.
I think so. That's what
Yeah, I think we have a pretty even series here, and that's going to be good. Florida and the Rangers, game number 2 was yesterday. It was another great playoff hockey game. Game started off the opposite effect, where New York said, we got to come out and punch you in the mouth. We got to come out and get an early goal, let everybody know that we're here to play. Florida ended up getting one back before the end of the period. Florida also, in the first period, I watched them deliver not 1, not 2, but 3 type of fucking, like, blow-up hits. So I love that with the Bad Boys hockey, like I've said before, which was great because...
Your favorite brand.
As they were down by 1... It was actually funny because as they were down by 1, they kept getting big hits and they kept getting penalties, and it was like, oh, this is not working the way it's supposed to be. Like, it was literally, I think it was the start of the second period, or no, it was when they were still down 1-0. Buddy comes in, flies, almost takes his fucking head off, and me, Jake, and Tyler were all like, oh god, that might be a major. That might be a left his feet 10-minute type of thing. Turned out it was only a 2-minute. Came back onto the ice, and then he got the assist for the goal that they scored a couple minutes later. So, hey, maybe he did get the boys going. And then...
hey, you know how it is. Don't
play.
Yeah.
And then we go all the way from that same 1-1 score through the second, through the third, and into overtime. I do want to point out that a big reason why is because Igor and Bobrovsky were standing on their fucking heads. Now, there was a couple situations where a player would block a shot. There was one wide open net, like you were just talking about with McDavid, similar, where the Rangers had a wide open net in the third, and it was a great block shot by Florida. And the defense, the goalies, they were standing on their head in this game. Got to overtime, and the Rangers put her away to get the overtime victory.
Yep, to even the score and make the fans remember they can win a Stanley Cup. Because Florida is just about as tough as Dallas or Edmonton's is going to be. And I feel like the playing field's pretty even now. Everybody's at similar strength, and these are the 4 teams that deserve to be here.
I agree.
I wanted Vancouver, but Edmonton proved by scoring as many goals as they did in the last 2 games, and, they deserve to be there.
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone deserves to be here. Like,
Whoa. Are you talking about the 4 teams?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, when it comes to the 4 teams, I think everyone deserves to be where they are right now. It's different when it comes to, in my opinion, when it comes to playoffs, just hear me out here, because I don't know if this is a hot take. I don't know if it's not. You can tell me.
I'm listening.
In my opinion, when it comes to playoffs, you can be in a situation where in MLB you can see a conference championship where you can go, they haven't played anybody yet. You can see a World Series where you're like, they haven't played anybody yet. Same with NBA, Boston Celtics this year. They're in the conference championship. They beat Indiana. They're going to go to the finals, and people are still going to go, they beat Miami. They beat the Pacers.
They beat Jimmy Butler-less Miami.
They beat right now a non-Tyrese Halliburton having, if he doesn't play again, Pacers. And then who did they just beat?
Who did they just beat? It all happened so fast. Who did they play? What franchise? The Magic? No, the Magic didn't make it past. Who did the Magic play?
The Magic played the Knicks. Magic lost to the Knicks.
Shit. Who did the Celtics play?
I'm literally going right now.
Oh my God, I feel ashamed right now. Cavs.
I'm so mad at myself.
Cavs.
Thank you. They swept. They won in 5 to the Cavs.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I'm saying, in my opinion, the NHL is one of the few playoffs where you cannot be in a conference championship, you cannot be in a Stanley Cup, and people can go, I feel like they haven't played anyone yet. No, there's never a time where you can be like, oh, they just skated by. Like, no, they have. You have to play somebody. You have to do something to get you to where you are. And that's just my opinion when it comes to what differs the NHL playoffs to, I guess, other playoffs.
Yeah, NHL playoffs are quite a good time.
Would you consider that a hot take, or would you just consider that an accurate statement?
It's a hot take because hockey's like not as in America. It's a little lower on the ranking.
Not as universally loved.
Yeah, but it's like hockey's more worldwide than the other sports, I feel like.
I feel like hockey always grows so much more. It's the only sport that I feel like a lot of sports will start to grow when the season starts. Like, NBA season starts, and there's a lot of people who are like, I'm tuning in for this storyline. I'm tuning in because LeBron's in the Lakers this year, or shit like that. But I feel like when it comes to the NHL, they don't gain all their viewers when the season starts. They honestly probably gain all their viewers, or the most of their viewers, playoffs. Because everyone loves playoff hockey, and that's nothing against the regular season. Regular season of NHL is great.
I think it's gotten like that for baseball and basketball too, though.
I think baseball, I would say it was like that with the games before, but because the games are quicker, people care more. That was huge what they actually did with baseball in terms of like speeding the fucking games up, and now all they have to do is make them not be 162 of them, and that would be a little bit better. All right, speaking of baseball, that's the only thing we have left. We talked about basketball, we talked about hockey, so now let's get into baseball. And not only that, but roll the video. Alrighty. So first things first, when it comes to the world of baseball, I got a little video I'd like to share for you. So yesterday, during the Los Angeles Dodgers game, there was an incident where a car was on fire. Yes, burning, blazing, smoke everywhere, fire everywhere. We don't know if there was people in the car. We don't know what was going on. But what we do know is that the organ player took this opportunity to do something that a lot of people are talking about.
Was it silent? Did he kill the silence?
I don't know, but he knew what he was doing, right?
Yeah, no. We're not gonna sit here and say he did it. It is
like he saw it was a burning car and took the opportunity to say, "Hey, while we're all looking at this burning car." The problem is, I sent it to Tyler, and Tyler goes, "He was probably in there like." We didn't start the fight. Like, he didn't give a fuck. He was in his own world.
Yeah, probably. I think Mans was just fine. And he's like, you know what? He's like, it's really quiet. I feel like, something to lighten the mood.
That's what I think. He's trying to turn this negative into a positive. He's like, look, there could be people in there. This could be sad.
Now, if we come out and we find out that not everybody, maybe.
I don't think there was anybody in the car. I think we believe that it was just a car that was on fire. Yeah.
Then we're great.
That's why I can make these jokes.
There's nothing wrong
if
with
it would have came out, it would have been like a family was found or a dog, or I would not be talking about it.
There's nothing wrong with any of it.
No, yeah. It just it's something I had to bring up because I thought it was just too great, honestly.
They just better be happy it wasn't during a Phillies game.
They would have been at that booth fucking, let me in. You know it too. They're fucking crazy.
Where does Castellanos play?
Philly?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he would have hit a finger. Somehow he would have been on base at the same time. It would have
only made sense for me at that point. That's
and then
true.
Nick would have went boom, and it would have been 420 bomb.
Now, does he hit a home run, or does he hit a foul ball into the booth? Because I feel like that might be just a little too better. That's the only thing that's better. A foul ball into the booth while all the pandemonium going on.
I don't think he's got the skill shot. It just happens, and no way it's that legendary.
That'd be almost too legendary to the point where we'd be like, all right, Nick, that's not normal. You can't fucking do that, you robot. Moving on to the woman that we talked about last week, who has 110 tops cards coming her way from 110 mile per hour fastball to the face. Her name is Liz McGuire. Yes, like Lizzie McGuire. But her name is Liz McGuire, and she officially got what she deserved from the Toronto Blue Jays. The Blue Jays have invited her to a future MLB game for the Blue Jays with front row tickets, a pair of tickets for free, of course. Also invited to Blue Jays batting practice before the game starts, as well as a signed Bo Bichette baseball. Do you think that makes up for it? Think that she could have got more?
Yeah.
She's getting too much.
I think it's enough. That's fine. They did welt the face. Second,
the face. Oh, you want to see what the bump looks like?
We have to make sure
that's after the bump.
Yeah, if that wasn't caught, if we didn't know that was a baseball, be quite.
Oh yeah, if she has a boyfriend, I would be panicking.
It wasn't.
You need to wear sunglasses everywhere we go, babe. I can't.
It was 110 miles per hour. You guys gotta believe me.
You gotta believe me, I swear. It was 110-mile-per-hour fastball.
But no, that's enough. I just hope they put her in a seat where like we're not gonna be like
She does it again.
lady gets pelted 2 games in a row that she goes to after first one. He was like, we don't need that. We don't.
Get her free tickets to the front row, and it fucking happens again.
Hopefully they're in home run area, not foul ball area this time.
If she's smart,
That's
she wouldn't
my
ask
only.
for some
That's my
fucking
only.
front row seats along. Yeah, You'd think she'd go in the outfield. You'd hope, at least, for her sake.
I think that'd be the best choice of action. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do. Next piece of news we have here, and this is strictly just because a lot of shit talk has been thrown his way by someone particular on this podcast. I don't know if you can tell me who he is, but Luis Arise just thought something I. Sorry.
It's because he was in Cincinnati.
Yeah, sorry. Luis Arise has officially hit 4 more multi-hit games than strikeouts since he's been on the Padres. And not only that, he has 8 more multi-hit games, 22, than he does strikeouts this season with only 12. So 10 more multi-hit games than he does strikeouts.
Yeah, we got to talk about strikeouts because he's a contact hitter.
It was a record that I've seen, and I was like, this is stat I don't know if I've ever seen before. But
he also hit his first home run and went yard.
Yeah, I know. So
good for him. Happy for the guy.
Are you? I don't believe you. I don't think you are at all.
Whoa.
I think you're quite upset by this, if I'm being honest.
Listen. If you're gonna make another comment, people are gonna find out things. All right.
I'm not trying to say that Jesse likes to prey on people's downfalls. That's not at all what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that if Luis Arise happened to, hit under 200 the rest of the year, give a lot looking on Jesse.
All I'm gonna say is it's not Arias that I have a problem with.
I know it's
establishment behind him. I just wanted some concrete evidence that they ruined people.
Okay, I will say you can say that about fuck is his name. Not Manny Machado.
Hassan Kim.
Thank you. Look at you. Hassan Kim. Yeah.
That's my guy.
And I know that because you were so high on him.
Yep.
What's going on with him? What are they doing with him?
Bad batting practices.
It's coaching.
He's got to get back to the tee. It's not just for kids. It's okay to hit the tee.
It is. Hey, we need to normalize that. It's okay to hit the tee in the big leagues.
You know what? If you're in the big leagues, I want you to show up to your batting practice with the guys. With one of those childlike, click it with your foot, push it up, hit it. Just do that. Do that. You want to know why? Because you'll get comfortable with the swinging. I may not bat, but I don't got to play to be a coach. Perk them ears. I got tips.
It's honestly, that's the perfect thing to say to move into the next thing. I got 2 more things here, and then we are outie. So, a little bit of a discussion that's going to have here. They announced the 2026 World Baseball Classic locations already. This is not something I was planning on talking about because it's not for 2 fucking years. But
yep.
We need to talk about it because not only is it controversial, but I hate it. I'm just going to fucking say it. I hate it. You're telling me that in 4 years, we're going to do the same fucking thing we essentially did for the 4 years ago and then 4 years ago again. So for those of you who don't know what's happening, they're doing Pool A in San Juan, Puerto Rico. That's cool. That's new. That will be where last year when they went to the Philippines or Korea or where was it?
Like last year was
Where did they go where it wasn't? It was Japan and then like Taiwan or something. Taipei.
I think it was. It started with an S. I think was a Seoul series.
No, not the Seoul Series. World Baseball Classic.
Oh,
It
World
started in like
Baseball
Taipei or whatever.
It was in.
I want to say like,
What year was that?
wasn't it Taiwan or Korea? 2023 World Baseball Classic. No, 2022 it had to be, right? Because every 4 years. Yeah, it was 2022.
Yeah, because it was supposed to be in 2021, but then the pandemic. Why can't I see?
World Baseball Classic location map.
It's telling me. Yeah, I can't figure it out.
Well, I know that it wasn't. I know that it wasn't in the U.S. I believe it was Taiwan. I don't know why, but I'm so like set on that for some reason, like Taipei or something like that. But, so this year they're going to Puerto Rico. That will be the one other place, and then they're staying with the Tokyo Dome, Houston, Texas, Minute Maid Park, and Miami. Okay, I am okay with that. But now round 2, where are we going? I assume we'd go to probably San Diego and LA, like we did 2012, or, newer stadiums like Globe Life Park. Round 2, we're staying in Texas at Minute Maid Park, and we're staying in Miami. Okay, so we're staying in the same locations, and not only that, Miami, the place that has held the last 3 World Baseball Classics, is continuing to stay there, which makes very little sense. All right, where's the championship? Miami. What the fuck? What are we doing? Why? It makes me mad. And I thought I was in a just me and my feelings type of thing, so we won't talk about it. I go on Twitter, I go on Instagram, everybody feels the same fucking way. I was like, why? This is because no one goes to Miami games, so we want to get people in the stadium once every 4 years? Like, I don't fucking get it. Why can't we go to other places? Why can't other locations make money?
Money under the table, I guess.
Why does it all have to be in Miami?
I
had a problem with it, and I just wanted to know if you had any thoughts.
I think it's stupid. I think it should move around a lot more than it does.
Yes.
But there's got to be a reason it keeps being so much time in Miami.
Right. Like, what are they providing that you're telling me no other stadiums can provide? Because the only thing I gave them, okay, I gave them, you know how many fucking Puerto Rican, Cuban, Venezuelan, people are in Miami? A lot. So when they would have those games, they would get a lot of people representing their country, their culture, whatever it is, because they have such a diverse what's the word? Yes, in Miami. So I was like, I'll give you that, right? But that is not going to buy you the reason for it to be the place to host round 1, round 2, round 3 for the 3rd fucking straight year. COVID, I gave you that as well. We're done with that. We're going to Puerto Rico. Like, Jesus Christ. All right. Last thing we have, and then we're out of here for the podcast. It's a very simple question, Jesse. Very simple question. Okay?
Hit me.
Who's winning the National League East? We have the Philadelphia Phillies, who are 37-14, who are the favorite to win the East. But then we also have the Atlanta Braves, who are 30-18, just 6 games behind, who a lot of people think are going to end up taking this from Philadelphia. So, very simple question. We're still early in the year. But who do you have winning this NL East?
I would like to tell you different.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you the truth.
Okay.
The Phillies are not losing it. They will hold it and keep it the entire year, except I think it'll look like Atlanta's going to take it around August, September.
Okay.
And then it'll be like a 1.5 game behind kind of thing, and then it'll be taken over.
Okay.
And Philly will just pull away.
I actually agree with you. I think this is one of the few situations where, and the biggest reason why I bring this up is because last year the Phillies had a 6-game lead over the Braves with 100 games to go. And then they choked it. And it was pretty bad. So, actually, no, that wasn't Philly. I'm sorry. That was the Mets. That was the Mets who choked that last year. So I was just wondering, could history repeat itself with Atlanta coming behind and taking that first place spot yet again? But I agree. I think Philly is just going to have too much of a, like, will Atlanta get hot? Yeah. Will Atlanta get on a stretch where they win a lot of games? Yeah. But I think it's going to be a situation where even when they do, Philly's still going to be ahead of them. Philly's lineup right now, I think you said it, I don't know if it was last podcast or 2 podcasts ago, everybody can go deep.
Yeah. The problem last year was Philly started off with a lot of injuries.
Oh, yeah.
They were in a Yankees situation, so they were
Bryce Harper, they didn't have him until the All-Star game.
No. They were missing
Reese Hoskins didn't have him all year.
Yeah. I'm pretty
There's
sure
your 2
Bohm had
All-Stars
some
right
issues.
there.
They had some key injuries.
Yeah.
Trey Turner was off.
I was going to say, Trey Turner was on and off, same with JT.
So, for them, this year, with everybody starting off healthy, if everyone stays healthy, I don't see them losing.
Yeah. I'm glad we are
And then the pitching.
on the same page.
The pitching has 4 A's or 4 B's. I mean, well, 2 A's, 3 A's, and a B.
I was going to say, Randy Suarez is the best pitcher in the National League right
3
now.
A's at minimum and a B.
Yeah.
You could have 4 A's. Their 4th guy's been dying, but he's like a A2, not a A1.
Yeah, we talked about how good their bullpen is, and that was the thing that if they can stay healthy, if that bullpen stays how it is, we know what the bats are doing. Why can't they win the NL? Like, I understand that the Dodgers are the favorite, and then if you don't have the Dodgers, you have the Baltimore Orioles, but let's not sleep on Philly here for a minute because
Dodgers had Shohei on the mound. I think it'd look a little different.
it would look a little different. But what I'm saying is, with the situation that we have, there is a chance that Philly can win the NL.
No, Philly can win because they also have the deepest bullpen.
Yes, that's
when it comes to starters.
You
When
think
it
they
comes
have
to starters.
Okay, I was gonna say, do you think they have a deeper bullpen than Baltimore?
No. Well, Baltimore's
Baltimore's
been
got
having
a
some
great
injury bullpen. They got to get right.
Injury, yes, but
They
when they're
gotta get-
healthy, that bullpen is scary.
Yeah.
You guys have too many people that throw too fast.
Yep. We got
Everybody comes in and throws 101. I don't fucking
and
know.
then we have injuries, but it's okay because
That's why, because everybody throws fucking 100 miles an hour. You guys are all whipping that bitch, and then they're all like, "Damn, my arm kind of fucking hurts."
we look for a 4-seam sinker. If you throw a slider, that's nice, but we kind of want a curveball in there, and then everything. That's all you need. It got gas. Oh yeah.
Gas is I was saying gas is the main thing. If you have gas, we're down with it. All right. Good little pod. Good little 48-minute pod. Quick Saturday morning pod, just to get the blood flowing, just to get the people going. Get what you need for your day. And Jesse, is there anything you want to add before we roll on out of here?
No. I'm all good. Oh wait, 2 things. Boston takes first game in Indiana, and Dallas ties the series.
Dallas is up 2-0.
Oh yeah. Wait, no.
Are you talking
Edmonton.
hockey or basketball?
Hockey.
Okay, you're right. Sorry.
Yeah.
My bad.
Dallas ties it up in a 4-2 exact score.
Okay. All right. I will take you that, and I will also just throw out to the people that if Luka Doncic, I want to just say this right now. Okay? Look. If Luka Doncic and the Mavericks sweep the Timberwolves, I feel like you should pay some kind of bet.
Listen, all I'm gonna say is
sweep. Only a sweep.
My dad told me you might want to come get your money from the Timberwolves bet so you can wipe your tears with them.
Yes, Papa Carter.
So yeah, we'll see. Well, Timberwolves, I need another comeback.
Yes, you do.
This chord's crazy. Let's get it out. I don't want to talk about it.
Because you know that you'll just go into it. All right. Thank you guys for watching the podcast. We appreciate it. If you want to check us out over on the socials, please do so. It is Sharps. It is Sharps Network. SHARPSNETWORK. You can go sign up over on Twitch, on YouTube, on Instagram, and on X, or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. I don't really care. As long as you follow, as long as you subscribe, as long as you hit that bell for notifications every time we go live, so you know when we are posting. If you want to check us out again, the next time that we will be live should be Wednesday, 6 o'clock at the normal time. Make sure that you guys download the Sharps betting app over on the App Store as well. Use promo code TYCO011 when you sign up. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good day. Do something nice for somebody and then do something nice for somebody else, because why not? I'm McDilly. Have a good one. Peace!